Okay. So start off seated or standing. So we're going to go for march, and march is using upper or lower or both for 20 seconds. If you feel that's okay, you can do that standing, or if you want to do a little bit less, then just do a little march with your legs. Okay, so I'll always do the middle one, alright, because we want to stick, that's the theme, we want to stay in that middle ground. Okay, so we'll get going. So in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So 20 seconds of marching. So we'll focus on that nice breathing that we were doing before. So try not hold your breath, okay? So 20 seconds, so that's 10 seconds in. And last 3, 2, 1. Okay, and rest there. Next one is going to be shoulder rolls, okay? Or if you're happy, do this standing. Alright, off we go. So shoulder rolls. So you're thinking on big arm circles. You're seated or standing. So if you pull it back right up towards your ears and forward, so getting that full range of movement to help mobilize. And 10 seconds back the way. Nice deep breathing. Keep your head, when you always elevate your chest, that helps as well to fill up the lungs for breathing. Okay, relax the arms. Next we're going to do torso rotations. So we've got looking over your shoulder here, so that's that seated version. Or you can do standing here, or advanced, a little bit of a tap. Okay, off we go. So you're looking over the opposite shoulder. Or if you feel it's too much in the arms, just have your hands by your side. Nice deep breathing, you centre, looking a little bit further. So this is you warming up through your spine. Here, just a few seconds. Nice and calm, and relax there. Okay, one round complete. So we're going to do another round of those. So if those felt like ones, maybe you want to come up to standing, okay? If we feel happy there, and we'll go back to that march. Okay, so you've got your standing or seated march. So getting the coordination on the go here, lefts and rights, which is never easy. That's it. Go at your own pace. Last few seconds. And relax there. Nice breathe in and out. Recenter. Okay, shoulder rolls. If you feel, you do that standing while my head gets cut off. Or we're more advanced. We've got circles. Okay, and then back the way. If you feel any dizzy at any point, we stick with shoulder rolls. Okay, and relax there, 10 seconds. That torso rotation, or a little bit of torso rotation here. If you feel your back at all, let's just stick more upright position. Comfortable range, it is warming up, so you don't want to extend too much where you start to feel. So it's a case of loosening up. Last few seconds. And relax there. Okay, so you can take a seat, take a breath, take a drink. So the first one is going to be, so this is where the main workout is. So it's going to be 30 seconds working time and 60 seconds recovery. So in that resting time as well, while I show you the next exercise, you are going to take a little drink and really focus on your breathing and really feel what is working with me in my body. What is always thinking about, is this the right level for me? Am I pushing myself too much at all times? Okay, so always thinking that 3 to 7 scale. Right, so standing march or seated option or a jog. Okay, so 30 seconds, we get ready, we're going in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So this is that little bit longer than your warm up, okay? So thinking about pacing yourself, or you've got your seated. I don't really see anybody, especially in week 1, at the jog quite there yet. So last 5 seconds. And rest there. So take a drink if you need to. Next one is something you've done during your test. So it's your sit to stand. So if you don't have arm rests, maybe hands on your hips, and then you're going to come up and dig the heels in and come up to stand. So we're resting at this time, so it's 60 seconds recovery. So you're kind of rolling off your heels, you're doing a heel toe action coming up. Or if you feel that you are quite okay at sit to stand, then this is the exercise. So we're resting at this time, so just make sure you're resting. Resting. Everyone hear me okay? Yeah, we'll get into the swing of these in no time. So we're going to go in 15 seconds, alright? If you feel the sit stands too much, maybe just a little half squat, okay? So in 5 seconds, mentally prepare, focus on your breathing. Okay, off we go. So 30 seconds. And or if you've got assisted, then you can push up. If you feel dizzy at any point, take a rest, take a seat. Or if you feel this is more of your level here, just like a half squat. Come on up for 5 more seconds, just checking in the room. And rest there. So 60 seconds recovery. Nice deep breathing. So the next exercise is standing toe touch overhead reach. So we're going to reach overhead and then down. So what will happen is, so when you reach overhead, if you feel overhead's too much, just come up to shoulder height. So here, and then you're pushing the bottom back and a little tap here, okay? That's the kind of move. If you're doing a seated option, we do here a little hinge and tap just below your knees. So you can't see me there. So there's a little hinge. This is your seated option. For advanced option, all you're doing is going a little bit deeper. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So every time you're tall, every time your chest is up, that's when you take a deep breath in. So you're breathing in and then exhale. And that's how you work with your breathing while you exercise. If you're doing that seated option, okay? Remember, if your hands go up your head, you can just come up to here. You don't need to go all the way. Bring your belly button right towards your spine. Last few seconds. And rest there. Okay, 60 seconds recovery. So 3 down, 2 to go, over halfway. Okay, so seated side bend overhead reach. Okay, so this is working more, you want to get in rotations in there, or lateral movements. So a seated option is going to be opposite, the same side working, but the hand goes the opposite way from your foot. So the same side, opposite. Yeah, so this is again, we're going to be working left and right, okay? So this is action here, so this is your seated version. So it's that kind of stretch and you'll feel a little bit stretch or a side bend. Or you've got the standing option here. or you've got just the foot taps out, in and out. Okay, we're going in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Again, you're just going at your own pace, okay? Breathe out, breathe in. Good, nice. Now you don't need to go overhead, so if you want to bring it across the body this way, you don't need to go right over. Last 5 seconds. And rest there. 60 seconds recovery. So next one is going to be a standing or seated punches, rotating punches. So yeah, this is a good one. This is a really good one. So you're rotating. Rotating punches. Sorry, the battery is running low. See, told you, all technical stuff. Okay. So we've got punches here, or if you feel it's too much in your hand, arms, you can do this option. Or you've got your standing variation here. Okay. Ready to go again in 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Feel it's too much in your shoulders, just drop one side as they punch and then come up. Or we feel okay? So you're rotating that arm in front. Coming up for 5 more seconds. And rest there, 60 seconds recovery. So that says round 1 complete. How are we all feeling? Yeah? Thumbs up? Okay? Yep. All hand signals are good. Nods of the heads. Amazing. Okay, so we're going on to round 2. So after doing round 1, how are we feeling for round 2? So this is when you're like, was I doing the seated options? Could I stand up? Okay. Was I feeling a 2? Then maybe that may be where you want to progress. So this is what we're going to do for round 1. So we're going to do the exact same thing again. Alright, but if you feel at any point, take a seat if you need to. So back from the top, we're going to start standing or seated march. Okay, keep it a nice easy number. So we're going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. That's this, 30 seconds working time. Head and chest up, nice. So the knees don't need to be too high, or they can be as high or low as you want to make it. So we've got another 5 more seconds. Oops. And that's there. Sit to stands next. Okay, so how was that for you for the sit to stand? Was sit stand a bit too much? Maybe you want to go for just a small squat. So just make sure the feet are outside your hips and your toes are pointed out and your belly button is right drawn in. Pull that right in towards your spine. Okay, any hinging movement, you always want to think that way. When you're standing up tall, the hip tailbone under, but when you're hinging that little bit, you need to pull everything in. Okay, so is that sit to stand and movement here, or little squat? Okay, ready, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Really dig the heels in as you stand. You don't want, so it's like a heel toe action when you're doing this. Good, and really open up the chest. Push the chest up. And 3, 2, and 1. Relax there. Okay, good. It's good to see you all move. 10, cool. The next one, standing toe, touch, reach overhead. So that's standing option. So again, it's the bum going back a little bit, soft knees, and then a little tap, and then nice and long and tall, and here, okay? Or a seated version. Or we can just do up to here, a little tap. Okay, we're going in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. I think someone's phone I can hear outside. That's it. So remember that whenever time we're tall or we elevate your chest, breathing in and then exhale as you fold in. Okay? Little bum back, nice long spine, shoulders back and down. Last few seconds. And relax there. Okay. Exercise 4, 2 more exercises to go, and then it's our cool down. Alright, so next one is your seated or standing. That side, so the same side's working, but opposite directions. Feel that stretch over here. Remember, if it's too much, or you can go a little bit overhead, but if it's hitting the shoulders too much, maybe over here, or just do the legs if you feel it's too much on the arms. Alright, ready? We're going in 20 seconds. Inhale, exhale, take a drink, any point. 10 seconds. Back to you. Right, 3, 2, and 1, off we go. You're ready to go your foot away out high. You can just do a little side tap, okay? Don't need to go fully extend. So this is also good for balance and coordination. Nearly there. That's 15. Always make sure your feet are in together before you move over to the other side. And relax there. Okay, back to the standing rotating, seated or standing rotating punches. So if we felt okay with having both arms up, that's absolutely fine. But if it's too much in the shoulders, kind of come up, down, and then punch. And then bring the other one down and punch. Okay? So you just need to think about that one a little bit more. Or you can do in here, your standing one. If you want to advance, you can add in a little bit of a toe tap. So that's you involving more muscle groups. Okay? So this is the last exercise. So if you can do a little bit more, then please do so. So we're going again in 15 seconds. Oh, if you feel the shoulders here, you can relax the shoulders. Remember, it's the rest and recovery. I know we're super excited. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So really pull that back. So if there's any boxers in the room here, you can see quite a few boxers. Good. Nice and strong. So advanced. Whether you can do even a toe tap when you're seated. 15 seconds. Pull the shoulders back and down. 5. And rest there. Okay, take a deep breath. In and out. This is us moving on to our cool down. Okay, so cool down, we're going to be static stretches and focus a little bit more on your breathing again. Okay, so we're going to do with upper body first. So we're going to bring one arm across the body, apply pressure above or below the elbow. Inhale as you exhale, you're squeezing that in nice and tight. Inhale as you exhale, pull a little bit more. So as you feel it lengthening through the muscles. To advance it even more, you'll look over the shoulder that you're stretching, and that'll help work the back of the shoulders. Inhale, and then a big exhale, squeezing it in nice and tight. Shake it off. And the other side. Everybody feeling okay? Yep. One thumb up. Any thumb, doesn't matter. Okay, so let's go for triceps. So straight your hands out in front, hand behind your neck. Other side, apply pressure, pull it down. Don't worry if you can't get right behind, this is not an easy move to do. So push, inhale, exhale. I am super flexible, so I can't help it at times. Inhale, exhale. That's why I go straight and then behind. Take it off. Other side. Inhale, exhale. You try and apply a little bit more pressure. Okay, shake it off. We're going to try and use your chair. So if you've got a backing, great. So we're going to try and look, so still staying upright, look over, then you're going to try and hold on the back of your chair, and then look over that back shoulder so you feel that stretch through your torso. Inhale as you exhale, looking over that shoulder. So feeling, I always put my other hand just on the outside of that leg there, just apply a little bit of pressure. But you keep the shoulders back and down, you don't want to shrug them up. Reset in the centre, inhale, exhale, and then other side. Don't worry if you can't reach, even holding on just down the bottom of the chair, that's absolutely fine. Let me feel a little bit of a stretch. If you start to feel in the lower back at all, just tuck your tailbone under ever so slightly. Inhale, exhale as you're looking over your shoulder. Deep breath in, exhale as you look over your shoulder. Okay, recenter. So we're going to get the legs stretched a little bit. So we're going to pop one, kind of bring this down a little bit so you can see a bit more. Don't judge the lily plant, it's not looking its best. Okay, so dig your heel in, inhale as you exhale. Going to hinge forward a little bit. So just keep that slight bend in the back of your knee so you feel it stretch all the way up. And then inhale as you exhale, try and kind of lean in. You're putting your chest in. While you're doing that, pull your shoulder blades back and down, hands on your hips. So move and reset. Switch sides, take the heel in, exhale. Inhale. Feeling your lower back at all? Might want to maybe have something maybe a bit more elevated, like a chair or something a little higher, so that you're not hinging as much. Or like a wee footstool that's handy. See people putting their feet in the walls. Don't do that, you might get into trouble. Okay, so we're going to do it. So if that's just done a little bit of the back of your legs, so we're going to do the front. So when you come a little bit at the edge of your chair, and you're just what you're doing is just popping one foot just behind, and you're going to try and push that back. Okay, so you feel that stretch in the front. If you're not quite feeling it and it feels a little bit awkward, you can come up to a standing position and just holding onto your chair and popping your knee on the chair and leaning your hip forward, hips underneath. Okay, so that's option A, back down, or D, so knee on and then kind of hips underneath. Just take your time coming in. If you've got quite a high chair, it might be a bit harder. When we're doing one side, you need to make sure you do another. And you exhale, squeeze the glutes, tailbone under. Okay. Take a deep breath in. So we're just going to take a deep breath in and then fold in. And then you fold and exhale. Last one. Just take your time on this one. And fold. Hands are wide. Give yourself a round of applause.